Welcome again to my channel. This is Trev from Trevessence, and this morning we are going to take a look at some of the items that made the news this week. But before we do that, if you are new here, a very special welcome to you. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you are a returning traveler, I want to say thank you for your continued support. One of the most shocking pieces of news to come out of Jamaica this week was the freeing of Everton Beachy Stout MacDonald on the conspiracy charge that he paid two men, Oscar Barnes and Denvin Minot, 3 million Jamaican dollars to murder his wife Tonya MacDonald in 2020.
And where the blood clot this? And where the blood clot this?
During the testimony, the court heard how it took 4 tries before the men were successful in luring Miss MacDonald to a secluded area in Sherwood Forest, Portland, under the ruse that they intended to secure 2 guns that she wanted to purchase in an effort to avenge the death of her father. But instead, they stabbed her over 20 times and set her body on fire inside her car. Denvin Minot, who pleaded guilty about a year ago, has been sentenced to 19 years in prison, while Oscar Barnes and Everton Beachy Stout had remained on trial on the conspiracy charge, but this week they were both freed. As for Oscar Barnes, the courts concluded that except for the testimony of Denvin Minot, they have no concrete evidence that Oscar Barnes was involved in the conspiracy or the murder. But Beachy Stout is not totally off the hook. He remains the prime suspect in the murder of his first wife, Merlin MacDonald, in 2009. He will return to court sometime this year to face those charges. Other news coming out of New York. Police has found the dismembered body of a man in the freezer of a couple's apartment. Acting on a tip, police searched the Brooklyn apartment on Thursday, where they found the dismembered body of a man in the freezer. The man is believed to be 40-year-old Kashim Gelza, who had been missing for 2 years. Police say someone called the tip line to report that they believe a body was being stored in a freezer. Upon their arrival, the woman who answered the door was very protective of a particular freezer that was wrapped in tape. The woman was arrested and the freezer was searched, and that's where the police made the grim discovery. Police are yet to identify how this individual died and how long he had been in that freezer. Tattoos on the body indicates that it might be Mr. Gelza, but it will be left up to the medical examiner to give a definitive report. Police say 45-year-old Heather Steins was arrested and charged with concealment of a human corpse. And on to news coming out of Florida. 2 people are dead after a small Bombardier Challenger 600 jet crashed on the I-75 in Naples, Florida. It remains unclear how the plane ended up on the road, but according to reports, the pilot reported difficulties about 5 miles before reaching the airport. The plane, which was traveling from Ohio State University Airport, was carrying 5 people. According to witnesses, the plane came in low, clipped the top of a pickup truck before landing on the highway and skidding into the retaining wall. As persons on the highway tried to help the occupants of the airplane, it burst into flames, sending people scampering. A car, which was also clipped by the airplane, was destroyed in the crash. The 3 persons who survived the crash were taken to area hospitals where they remain in serious condition. We will continue to update you as soon as we get more information on their conditions. Now heading back to Jamaica on a rather sad note. On Wednesday, February 7th, a VMBS manager and pastor out of Western Jamaica, Nancy Honeygan Mullins, was being interviewed on on a YouTube channel called ORB Ministries by Dr. Orville Beckford when she suddenly collapsed. It has since been reported that she had passed away. This is how life is, guys. Life is so unpredictable. We are here today, gone tomorrow. Like a flower, we come up brightly blooming, and without warning, we wither away. May Sister Nancy's soul rest in eternal peace.
I'm afraid of police.
Oh Lord have mercy.
I had a real fear of police. So when he said that, man,
It took all the drive and the energy out of you, like.
yes.
It's like you're like what the scripture said, the prince of the world cometh and had nothing in me. yes, Leslie, and she. What happened here? You okay? Oh my God! What happened?
What
Oh my good Lord! What happened here?
And our final story for today. Police say a man in St. Mary, who has since been identified as Ryan Prendergast, was shot and killed by the owner of a farm where he had gone to pick apples. Police say on Friday, February 9th, Ryan Prendergast and another man had gone to a field in Belfield Pen, St. Mary, to pick apples when they were confronted by another man who claimed to have leased the property. The man pulled a weapon and fired shots at both men, hitting Ryan Prendergast in the head. He was pronounced dead on scene. The other man escaped injuries. And as police continue to investigate, the woes of farmers on the island continues to grow louder. Purdy larceny is rampant, and gone are the days when it was okay to pick an orange from somebody's tree, to pick a mango from somebody's tree, to pick an apple, some guineps, a soursop, some custard. When I was a child growing up, it was no big deal to cross over the fence and pick a guava, pick a soursop, a sweet sop. Today, people are more deadly. People have weapons and they do not want to share. And they do not have to, because guess what? It don't belong to you. So leave it alone. Ask for it, and if you don't get it, leave it alone. Some people in Jamaica will be a coconut vendor for 30 years and they have never planted a coconut tree and they have never bought one coconut. But they will raid farm after farm after farm every day to get coconut and other produce to sell, but they would never plant it. And this, my friends, has got to stop. People can't have a goat in peace. Somebody come, they steal your goat, they steal your cow, they steal whatever you plant. People plant their produce and raise their animals to feed their family. They do not plant it for you to come and take it. So if you decide to go onto somebody's property without permission, to take their goat, to take their cow, to pick their apples, their oranges, their coconuts, their sweet sops, their custard apples, their sour sops, their guineps, their ackee, whatever it is that you get in the process, you have nobody to blame but yourself. That's going to be my piece for today, my friends. Until next time, this is Trev from Trevessence, where your journey matters